Starbound music playing in the background. So don't worry, this review is going to be a little less negative than the last one. Okay, so Kiki's Pizza delivery service. The second episode of the week, Tuesday episode. Tomorrow we're gonna get something huge. I'm super hyped for the next 2 days. So we're gonna actually be having a guest starred on the next. We're gonna have my cousin. Yep. Who the fuck is going to be? He's guest starring in the next. Who else did you think it was? We're going to be spending the night at our grandma's house tomorrow, and he's going to be spending the night at our house on Thursday. Yes, we will be doing collabs with him. And he's going to be able to watch the new episodes with us. So, Kiki has nightmares, and Steven intervenes. Yep. So, it starts off with Steven prepping a table, for some reason. Then he goes to the door, it turns out he ordered pizza, and Kiki is delivering it. Yeah. I just call her Kiki. Kiki. It's like DDD. What did you say, Alex? I just call her Kiki. DDD. It's Chop Kiki. Yeah, that's what I call her. Yes, that is a Nerf gun you're hearing. He's just trying to shoot his Zekrom action figure. Which, guess what? His arms, I like to pull his arms out. Might as well show, then the Zekrom. Here's the Zekazek. Here's my Zekrom. It's like, face me. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, I didn't face him because, well, we're shirtless. I don't even have pants. And that recording where we showed our faces was a one-time thing. No, it's not going to be a one-time thing. We're going to do face cam videos sometime. Not on my tablet. Oh, his tablet, though. Oh, because, well, let's just face it, that's awkward. The lighting on his tablet is really bad. Anyways, on to the review. On with the review. Steven eats pizza and then eats pizza after and gets a little worried about Kiki because he's actually stressed out about the pizza delivery and okay, sorry. He falls asleep. So Steven falls asleep and he meets Kiki and saves her from drowning in pizza. How does that make sense? How do you drown in cheese? Technically, that's possible since you won't be able to breathe if you're literally drowning in cheese. Is it really? So, yeah. So, anyways. So Steven saves the day. And they say goodbye to each other. And then the next morning, Steven's trying to tell Kiki about the dream he had. And it turns out that they were literally in the same dream. Because Steven communicates the dreams and all that. Yeah. Only two episodes in between, and we get another episode about Steven and dreams. I won't exactly count out humor bots. Because that was more possession. Yeah, but it entered yours while you threw a dream. So. Okay, so as we we're getting off topic with this review. Also, we found out that about something interesting. So a little side note about how Steve's power. He can actually. It turns out whatever he's wearing in the real world is what he's wearing in his dream for some reason. And that just happened to be a bandana. Which I thought he was trying to cosplay Ruby for some reason. Really? Nope. Yeah. And then I realized Kiki has the same bandana. So, nope, there's a fashion twist. I'd imagine that's just people wear bandanas and it's just not... That means Kiki has a fashion twin and an actual twin. Yeah. So then we have Okay, stop saying and then we have.
Even and continues to fight off the cheese for a few nights, but eventually he starts losing sleep due to overworking himself.
Yeah, you can lose sleep to overworking yourself.
And Kiki tries to wake him up to give him a free pizza for the effort, but Steven and just falls asleep after taking one bite. Because and then Kiki realizes that Steven is definitely having a lot of sleep problems.
Hey, don't worry, we have those too. We go to bed.
More about not having a strange schedule. Sometimes we stay up till 6 in the morning.
Seriously, I thought the gems would give Steven a sick big time.
Where were the gems? Did they not notice Steven was losing sleep?
Or were they on a mission we didn't get to see?
Were they on a really long mission? Did they just tell Steven that they're going to be gone for a few days?
Where were they? Going shopping? What are they doing? Going shopping?
Yeah, they're going on they're shopping around all the shops in the world. Wait, why did you think they were going to shopping? Why would the gems be shopping? What would they shop for?
More food for Steve. You know, they kind of ran out of food.
Oh, you got to point all the food did go bad.
So they're probably going
on. Greg could replace all of that on his own.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then again, where do they even get any money to buy stuff?
I don't exactly know where the gems.
Greg could replace all that on his own.
I don't exactly know where the gems were.
He has over $9 million.
Yeah. I don't know where the gems were. Okay, back on topic.
Okay, so they agree to find the source of the problem, as Steven puts it. He doesn't literally say that, but instead of saying source, he does say sauce. As you can tell, Steven makes a lot of pizza puns, mainly cheese.
This is better than all that toilet humor.
Yeah. And yes, Kiki does assert the fact that not all of them are puns, exactly.
Cut the cheese is technically a fart joke.
Yeah. So, anyways, we have Steven and Kiki flying into a giant Kiki head-shaped cheese.
For some fucking reason.
For some reason.
The view's already going into 7 minutes. Let's wrap up the plot on...
And then... Steve, even in Kiki, cheese zombie Jenny or something.
Cheese zombie.
She's literally...
When I saw that screenshot, I was weirded out. Out on the internet.
Well, do you know is interesting here? That... The fact that she conveniently has pepperoni eyes that move like actual eyes for some reason.
And pepperonas.
And also pepperonas. It sounds like pepperonas say, pepperonas. So, no, okay, so. Steven gives a
Jenny
talk about how she should be a little more assertive instead of just blindly taking orders from her sister. So, he tells off an evil cheese clone who just treats, along with the entirety of the cheese ocean. So was there just an actual sentient being based on her sister in her dream? How did it know how to respond to her?
That's true. So
Kiki's taking the break off, taking the day off on break. What? Oh, JJ the Jet.
We'll talk about that later.
So,
what? She's doing her. Kiki is doing her morning jog.
And Steven just stares.
And falls asleep.
And then he falls asleep.
Also, this reveals Steven is a narcissist.
And why did Steven have such a strange zoom in on Kiki's hair? What?
Steven has some kind of hair fetish, I swear. And what was that I just highlighted?
JJ's jet plane. We'll talk about that some other day.
And I'm bringing that to my grandma.
So, what's your rating for the episode?
7 out of 10.
I rate it 9 out of 10. So, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Pretty great episode.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.